Hello everyone, welcome back. This is part of a new series I'm experimenting with. I've been thinking a lot lately about the beginner leads experience in social dancing, talking with some students about the anxieties they face when they go out on the dance floor, and I thought these might help. But before we start, please subscribe to the channel. It's as simple as hitting that subscribe button below. It costs you nothing, and it would help me out a lot. I'm Joe Figueroa, and this is 4 different versions of a check to double spin. So,
let's play.
again, these are new, so the format is still fluid. What I'm going to do is show a common movement in any salsa dance. You've likely learned the check in a lesson, but maybe not different variations of it. That's what this is for. I'm going to start with a simple handshake hold inside turn. After leading the follow past you, you want to, in some manner, prevent the follow from completing the turn, resulting in both dancers facing the same direction, like so. In this version, I'm using my left hand to cushion her at the left shoulder, as well as bringing my right hand down so it won't pass over her head. I always tell my leads that it's good to provide lead on both sides of the body, part of the surrounded feel I've spoken about before. From this check position, the follow has different options as far as footwork. No matter which the follow goes with, one thing is scripture, and that is that the follow must be given the opportunity to take said steps before the lead begins to move them. Those steps are the preparation I'm always talking about. For these purposes, Sharon is going with standard forward break preparation steps, as I am. After these steps are taken, a common exit is a turn or spin on the spot. Let's try doubles. The lead should use their dominant hand, in this case your right, to create the turn or spins with clear circles drawn, if you will, over the head. A good lead is going to use the entire arm for the turns. Don't bring the handhold up and down. That can throw the follow off balance. Flat and even circles over the head is ideal. Now that you've worked out the techniques for one, you can ask yourself what other handholds can produce the same movement. Here's option 2 for you. Starting with regular handhold position, my left to her right and vice versa, leading her in with both hands relatively low. As she passes me, raising my left hand her right in order to create the inside turn, with my left handhold going over the head, keeping my right handhold low at the midpoint. This is to create the check. Once here, all the same techniques apply. Allow the follow to take their prep steps, the 1-2-3 or 6-7-1 if you're dancing on 2. The spinning technique would begin at the tail end of the preparation. In this scenario, the lead can keep the right handhold low at the follow's midpoint, while using the left hand to create the turn or spins. If you are going for the double, you'll have to let the right handhold go during the follow's second spin. The lead can then retrieve the hand right where they left it to get into a sedenta position, or whatever you might want to go into next. I've got 2 more to show you, but I'm going to give you one more reminder to subscribe and ring the bell. If you click on the bell, it'll let you know when I put out new content. And once again, it helps me out a lot. Thank you. The next version of the check to spin is from a handshake hold position, with left hands over rights. The lead should guide the follow past them on the line, as you see here, and as we have done in the previous versions. The follow's turn begins on the other side. Notice here, leads, that I am passing only the left hands over her head in order to create the turn. If you pass both sets, the follow is going to complete the turn facing you. Passing only the lefts, then bringing both sets of hands to their respective sides informs the follow that this is a check. I always like to bring the hands close to the follow's torso. I always say in class that the higher up you hold the follow's hands above them, the worse your lead will be. With this double, the lead is going to attempt a touch and go, where we release the follow's left hand and pick it back up as soon as the right hands pass over the lefts, giving the illusion that the handhold was never broken, but ending up with left to left and right to right as we began. The best way to learn this is to understand that the lead is predominantly with the lead's right handhold. The left is just coming along for the ride. In the 4th and final version, I want to show an example where the lead isn't using either of the follow's hands, but rather the torso to create the movement. As you lead the follow past you for the inside turn, the lead extends their left hand out to their left side. I always tell my students that it's best to bring the body to the hand instead of the hand to the body. Notice how my left hand is out in front of her, and I bring her forward into my hand as she passes me. Also, how I replace my left hand hold with my right, gripping firmly at both shoulders in order to stop Sharon and indicate her check steps. Then using my right hand as the dominant hand to start her spinning. I don't use both hands like I'm spinning a top. It's all done with the right, and most importantly is the follow through. How I use my hand at her shoulder until the connection is exhausted, then a little flick at the end to make sure she continues through. That's follow through. So there you go, a simple guide to 4 different versions of the same movement. If you're a beginner salsero and going out dancing this week, maybe pick 2 of them and try them out. Then review the video later to try the others. That's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope there was benefit in this video. If you want to support the channel, there's a link in the description. You can help me to give you what you want to see if you comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully very soon, on the dance floor.